Very good morning to all of you. We have already completed our chapter, that is haloalkanes and haloarenes. So let us discuss some very important questions related to this chapter. Okay. So the first question is, in the following pair of halogen compounds, which is faster undergoing the SN2 reaction? Okay. So we have already discussed the SN1 and SN2 reaction. Okay. So the compounds are, this is the first compound, okay, chlorine. This one is the second, and this one is the third, okay, and the last one is, okay. So we have to tell the order of SN1 reaction. Okay, now we all know that SN1 reaction, the order of SN1 reaction is 3 degree, then 2 degree, and then 1 degree. Okay, because SN1 reaction depends upon the stability of the carbocation. Okay, so now in this compound, this one is a 2 degree, this one is also 2 degree, this is 3 degree, and this is also 3 degree. Now the order of the leaving group is also very important. Okay, and I negative will leave more easily, then Br negative, then Cl negative, and at last F negative. Okay, so the group having 3 degree as well as iodine is present will give the SN1 reaction very fast. So this will be the first one. Okay, I am giving it some numbering, 1, 3, and 4. Okay, so the third one, the order of SN1, okay, order of reactivity towards SN1. Okay, 3 will give us give the reaction more faster than the others. Then we have next is this is 3 degree, okay, fourth one, and its leaving group leaving tendency is also high. And then we have, out of these two, iodine have the more leaving tendency, both are 2 degree, then second, and then we have first. Okay, so first is the least reactive towards SN1 reaction. Okay, so next question is also on SN1. Okay, so you have to arrange the these compounds in reactivity order towards SN2. Okay, so this time I am taking SN2. So these are the compounds. The first is, okay, and this question was asked in CBSE 2010. The first is this, second is this compound, okay, and the third one is this compound. Okay, this compound. Okay, so you have to arrange these compounds in order of reactivity towards SN1. Now we all know SN2. Sorry, SN2 reaction is the order of reactivity is inversely proportional to the steric repulsion. Okay, the steric repulsion. So the order of reactivity is 1 degree, then 2 degree, then 3 degree. Okay, so 1 degree will give us the more faster reaction, then 2, and then 3. Okay, so here this compound is 1 degree. Okay, this is 1 degree, this is 2 degree, and this is 3 degree. So simply the order will be order of reactivity towards SN2 is B, then A, and then at last we have C. Okay, so question may be asked like this. Okay, let us do one more question related to the order towards SN1 and SN2. Okay, so this time I'm taking SN1, and we are taking an aromatic system. Okay, so we are taking aromatic system. So the compounds are C6H5 CH2Br. This is the first one. The second is C6H5CH C6H5Br. The third is C6H5CH CH3Br, and the fourth one is C6H5 CH3 C6H5 Br. Okay, so we have to arrange these compounds in decreasing order of SN1 mechanism. Okay, reactivity towards SN1. So now if I write these structures in open, okay, we can also write these structures in open form, or okay, let us do these as they are. Okay, so now in this compound, after the removal of Br, it will get a resonance stabilized, it will get a resonance stability with the help of this benzene ring. Okay, and in this case we have two benzene rings, so it is more reactive, and in this case one benzene ring and CH3 group. Now CH3 group is electron donating group, so they will stabilize the carbocation. Okay, electron donating group will stable the carbocation, and in the last one there are two benzene ring and also one electron donating group. So this is the most reactive, because here we have two benzene ring which will give the resonance stability. Okay, we are talking about SN1, not SN2. Okay, in case of SN2, steric repulsion will take place, so this will be the least reactive. Okay, now this one is the most reactive because it have two resonating groups, two benzene rings, and one electron donating group is also present. Now after that we have two benzene ring, okay, the second one, and then we have one benzene ring and one electron donating group, third one, and at last we have the first one, okay, with one benzene ring. So this is the order of reactivity towards SN1. So we have covered all the questions related to SN1 and SN2. Okay, so question may be asked from SN1 and SN2 like these. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So this is the third question. So let us move on to the fourth one. So fourth question is alkyl halides though polar. Okay, this is related to the physical property. So alkyl halides though polar are immiscible with water. Okay, and this question was asked by CBSE in 2010, and the question is, I am repeating, the alkyl halides though polar but they are immiscible in water. It means that alkyl halides are polar, similarly water is also polar, so like dissolve like का concept लगेगा. So जो हमारे alkyl halides हैं, they can be easily soluble in water but they are not soluble. Why? What is the reason? They both are polar. Okay, it is also polar and water is also polar, but they are not miscible with each other. The reason is that the intermolecular forces which are already present in alkyl halide and water are more stronger than the intermolecular forces which will be developed or formed after their mixing. Okay, we all know that in water hydrogen bonding is present, and if we dissolve alkyl halide in water, then these hydrogen bondings will break. Okay, this will weak the solubility will not take place because the hydrogen bonding which is already present in water is more stable. Okay, so we are going from stability to something which is unstable, so that is not feasible. Okay, so if we add these two, we are going towards instability, which is not possible. Okay, we are going towards instability because the intermolecular forces in alkyl halides we have dipole-dipole interaction which are more stable than the forces which will exist after their mixing. Okay, similarly the hydrogen bonding in water is very much stronger, so that is why if we add alkyl halide, then the compound which is formed, okay, and then the mixture which is formed have a very weak intermolecular forces of attraction than the intermolecular forces which are already present in these two compounds. Okay, so this is the main reason. So let's move on to the next question. So the fifth question is Grignard reagent should be prepared under anhydrous condition, and this question was asked by CBSE in 2011. So why Grignard reagent should be prepared under anhydrous condition? So because the RMGX, okay, RMGX, like we have I'm taking any of the example, like we have CS3 MgCl, okay, or MgBr, you can take MgBr also. So it will react with water it will react easily with water or alcohol to form hydrocarbons. Okay, to form hydrocarbon. So when we are preparing the Grignard reagent, we have to use dry ether because dry ether is inert. It will not allow water to react with the Grignard reagent and will prevent the formation of hydrocarbon. Okay, so that is why we are using dry ether, because if we are not using dry ether, then Grignard reagent can be easily converted into hydrocarbon. Okay, so Grignard reagent can also react with alcohol to form hydrocarbon. So this is a very efficient method to convert alkyl halide. Firstly, we have to take alkyl halide, then reaction with magnesium. Okay, then reaction with magnesium to prepare Grignard reagent, and then react it with alcohol or any water to prepare hydrocarbon. So we can directly convert alkyl halide to hydrocarbon. Okay. So the next question is question number 6. Question is para dichloropentene. This is a question from the aromatic system. The question is para dichloropentene has higher para dichloropentene. Okay, this is para dichloropentene has higher melting and boiling, higher melting point and lower solubility than the ortho and the meta isomer. So this is para. Okay, and now I am drawing the ortho. This is ortho, and last is the meta, 1,3. Okay, so if we talk about these three isomer, out of these only para have the center of symmetry. Okay, so only para have the center of symmetry. We can cut it like this, so we will get the same we can say same equal pieces on the both sides. So it have a center of symmetry and plane of symmetry also. Okay, so it is symmetrical from both the sides. That is why it is highly stable. Okay, and if it is highly stable, then its melting point is high and its solubility in any of the other solvents is low. Okay, so this is the main reason. Let's move on to the next question. Now it is a conversion. It is a reaction. We have to complete the reaction. So the reaction is CH3 C double bond CH2 reacted with HBr, and the previous question on para dichloropentene was asked by CBSE in 2013, and it is also a question of CBSE 2016 sample paper problem. So now okay, here we have CH. Okay, so now the reaction with HBr peroxide in presence of peroxide to give NaX, and then we have to react it with NaI to form Y, and we have to identify what is X and what is Y. And this question was asked by again CBSE 2016. Okay, so now we all know that HBr plus peroxide will give us the anti-Markovnikov product. Okay, anti-Markovnikov means the negative part of the adding molecule goes to that carbon which have higher number of hydrogen atoms. So the reaction will be we will get the reaction will be plus HBr in presence of peroxide. We will get CH3 CH2 CH2 Br. Okay, so this will be X. This is X. Now we have to react it with NaI. Okay, so here they have not written that we have to take two molecules, but you have to predict that this is a Wurtz reaction. Okay, so we have already studied what is Wurtz reaction. We have to react. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, this is not Wurtz reaction. This is Finkelstein reaction. Okay, in Wurtz reaction we have to take only sodium. This is Wurtz reaction, Finkelstein reaction. Okay, so we all know that in Finkelstein reaction we have to react it with sodium halides in presence of acetone. In presence of acetone, and iodine is more soluble in acetone. That is why it can easily migrate or eliminate this bromine from the compound, and we will get NaBr will leave, and we will get the product as iodopropane. This will be the Y. This will be Y. Okay. So as simple as that. So this is our seventh question. So let's move on to the next question. This is also related to how the major product, which is the major product. We have to predict the major product or to complete the reaction. So this is our eighth question. Okay, so write the basic products of the following. So the first is, and here we have NO2, here CH2, CH3. Okay, in the presence of H nu, Br2. Secondly, this is side chain halogenation. Okay, that is why we have taken sunlight. And in case of nuclear halogenation, it will occur in presence of, it will not occur in presence of sunlight. We have to take dark medium. Okay, so the mechanism is electrophilic substitution reaction. We have already done the mechanism also. That is nuclear halogenation, and we have to take benzene as the starting material. CH, Cl, CH3 in Na dry ether की presence में. Okay, the third is CH3, CH2, Br and reacted with AgCN. Okay, so let us do these questions, and these are very important questions. Now, in case of side chain halogenation always takes place at the benzylic carbon, at this carbon. Okay, in case of side chain halogenation always takes place at benzylic carbon, and we will get this product CH, Br, CH3 and NO2 will remain the same. Okay, now this reaction is very important, and here in questions in the exam there is no it will not mention that we have to take the 2 moles of sodium as well as of, you have to apply your mind. Okay, because we all know that in presence of dry ether Wurtz reaction will take place, and in Wurtz reaction we have to take the molecules as 2. Okay, so the reaction will be like this. We have to take 2 molecules, CH, CH3, and here we have Cl plus 2Na. We have to take 2 molecules, CH3, CH3, and from here NaCl will leave, and we'll get the hydrocarbon as the product. And the name of the product is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2,3 dimethyl, hyphen over here, 2,3 dimethyl butane. 2,3 dimethyl butane. Okay, so this is our 8th question, second part, and we are left with the third part. Okay, now this question is very much important, because most of the students are not able to give the right answer. Okay, or they will get confused that in case of AgCN what will be the product, and in case of KCN what will be the product. Now AgCN is a covalent compound. Okay, and this is an example of nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now which will act as a nucleophile, because it is a covalent compound, it will not break into Ag positive and Cn negative. So that is why this lone pair will attack over there, and this Br will leave, and we will get the isocyanide product, CH3, CH2 and a coordinate bond. Now this is the main product. Okay, this is the main product, isocyanide. Okay, and if we have KCN over there, then the product will be cyanide. This will be the product. Okay, and these cyanide group are very important, because they will increase the homologous series. Just by hydrolysis we will get one more carbon attached with the homologous series. Okay, or we can do the reduction, Mendius reduction, to convert it into amines. They can easily convert it into amines, amides, carboxylic acid. If we do partial hydrolysis, they will give us amides, and if we do the complete hydrolysis, they will give us carboxylic acid. And if we reduce them in presence of nickel or sodium, then nickel plus H2, then they will give us amines. Okay, and the reaction is known as Mendius reduction. So this is the 8th question. Okay, next we have the 9th question. Okay, 9th question is, okay, we have to write the structure of the product of this reaction. Now this is also very important question, and it was asked in a medical exam. At that time it was PMT, AIPMT, and we have to react it with C2H5ONA. Okay, we have to react it with C2H5ONA, sodium ethoxide. Now what will be the product? So we have to look at the reagent which we are using, okay, or the nucleophile which we are using. Now sodium ethoxide is a very strong nucleophile, and and we have 3-degree carbocation, 3-degree alkyl halide is present, okay. It means 3-degree carbocation will be formed, okay, when the nucleophile will attack. Now if we have a strong nucleophile, then elimination overpowers the substitution, okay. Elimination will take place, not the substitution. And if we have a weak nucleophile over here, if we have water or any other nucleophile, then the substitution will take place, okay. So here this is a strong nucleophile, so dehydrohalogenation will take place or elimination will take place. And what will be the product? Bromine यहाँ से जाएगा and H from any of the carbon, because all are identical. So this will be the product, okay. This is 1, 2, 3, 2-methyl propene, okay. So plus HBr will leave, and this is dehydro means hydro भी release हुआ और halogen group भी, dehydrohalogenation, and it is also known as elimination reaction, okay. So this is a very important question, okay. So the next question is also very important, and question is write down the major product. This is the 9th question. Write down the major structure when 3-methyl 1-butene, okay, react with HBr. Okay, now we have to draw the structure first. 3-methyl 1-butene. So the structure is 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the third position we have methyl group, CH2, CH and CH3. Okay, this will be the structure, and we have to react it with HBr. So firstly, this is a electrophilic addition reaction, and firstly the electrophile H positive will attack on that carbon. Okay, so here there is we have not mentioned that we are taking peroxide, so we have to take CCl4 as the reagent, okay, or water as the reagent. So if reagent is solvent. If solvent is not given, then we have to take water or CCl4 as the reagent. So Markovnikov addition will take place, okay. So now firstly this H positive will attack, or this double bond will attract this H positive, and this H positive will attach over here, and we will get a stable carbocation, and the carbocation will be CH3 CH positive charge, and hydrogen will attach on this carbon, okay. Now next step is very important, okay. Now this carbocation is 2 degree. Is there any chance that this carbocation can be converted into 3 degree? Is there any chance? Yes, we have a chance. If I shift this hydrogen over here, if I do hydride shift, okay, this is known as hydride shift, okay. So there is a possibility, if I shift this hydrogen here, okay, I am writing over here, okay. So if I shift this hydrogen from this carbon to this carbon, then carbocation will be generated over here, and this carbon is 3 degree, so we can easily shift the hydrogen as H negative, okay. Hydrogen will leave as a H negative over here, and we will get the, okay, so here we have CH3, okay. So here we will get positive charge CH3, and okay, wait a minute, here we have CH3, okay, this is the main structure, okay. And now here we have CH2, this hydrogen will shift over here. Now the nucleophile will attack on this carbon, Br negative will attack on this carbon, and we will get the major product as CH3 Br, CH2 CH3. Now what is the name of this product? The name is 1, 2, 3, 4 2-bromo 2-methyl butane, 2-bromo 2-methyl butane. So in exam you have to write the name of the product also. Okay. If it is not mentioned to write the name of the product, but you have to write the name of the product also. Okay. So so the next question is write down the major product of the following reaction. And this is a very important question. Students will do mistakes. Okay, 80-90% of the students will do mistakes in these questions, and this question is our 11th question. So CH2 double bond CHBr, and we have to react it with AgCN. Okay, what will be the product? Now this is an exception. Okay, because here we have vinyl group, vinylic group, and this will not give the nucleophilic substitution reaction because due to resonance, here we have 3 lone pairs. Resonance will take place, and here we get the double bond character like this. Okay, positive charge, negative charge over here, and here we get the double bond. Br के ऊपर आ जाएगा negative positive charge, and here we get this double bond, and this is not possible to break this bond. Okay. So that is why vinylic groups will not give the nucleophilic substitution reaction, and no reaction will take place. Okay, this is a very important exception. Okay, so the next question is okay, one more question which I have already explained you, that haloalkanes react with KCN. Haloalkanes react with KCN to give alkyl cyanides as the main product, while AgCN form isocyanide. So we have already discussed this thing, that in case of this is our 12th question, that in case of KCN we will get this product cyanide, and in case of AgCN we will get this product. So we have already discussed the reason that this is ionic, so the nucleophile will be C का नेगेटिव चार्ज, एंड इन दिस केस दिस इज कोवेलेंट, एंड एन का लोन पेयर जो है वो एज अ न्यूक्लियोफाइल की तरह अटैक करेगा. ओके, दैट इज व्हाई वी विल गेट आइसोसाइनाइड प्रोडक्ट. ओके, सो दिस इज द 12th क्वेश्चन. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज 13th क्वेश्चन. Okay, next is on the physical properties. Arrange the following in increasing order of boiling point. Okay, so we have to arrange the following in increasing order. First is 1 chloropropane. Second is isopropyl chloride. The third is 1 chlorobutane. Okay, so on what factors the boiling point depends? On what factors the boiling point depends? So boiling point is directly proportional to the molar mass, first factor, and it is inversely proportional to the branching. As the branching increases, the boiling point will decrease. So here we have 1 chloropropane, the structure is like this, and isopropyl chloride, the structure is CH3 CCl H CH3. This is 2 degree, this is 1 degree. Here we have a branch. Okay, or this Cl is attached to 2 degree, and this is CH3 CH2 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 and Cl. This is a 4 member carbon. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. Now this is straight chain and no branching, and also the molar mass is maximum over here because have 4 carbon atoms. So maximum boiling point C का होगा. Then we have A, and at last we have B. Okay, because Cl is of 2 degree. Okay, so simply the order of boiling point is 1 degree, then 2 degree, then 3 degree. Okay, this is our 13th question. Okay, so next question is again a conversion. Okay, so we will discuss 14-15 questions now, and in the next class we will discuss some conversions. Okay, some typical conversions. Okay, so this is the 14th question. Cyclohexyl bromide reaction with MgBr in the presence of dry ether, and then A will be the product, and then we have to react A with hydrolysis and B. We have to identify what is A and what is B. Now simply if we react magnesium with any of the alkyl halide, we will get Grignard reagent. Okay, so we will get Grignard reagent, and in 99% of the cases after the formation of Grignard reagent, the hydrolysis will take place. Okay, so after hydrolysis, this MgBr will leave with the OH negative and hydrogen will attach over here, and we will get the hydrocarbon, cyclohexane and plus MgBrOH. Okay, so this is the 14th question. So let us move on to the last question of today's class. Okay, so so the question is also on the physical properties, that the dipole moment of chlorobenzene, the dipole moment of chlorobenzene is lower than cyclohexyl chloride. Okay, cyclohexyl chloride. So now, what is the reason why the dipole moment of chlorobenzene is less than that of cyclohexyl? So let us draw the structures first. So this is cyclohexyl, this is chlorobenzene, and here we have the cyclohexyl chloride. Now, what is dipole moment? Dipole moment is nothing but the product of the charge, induced charge into L. L is the bond length. This is the bond length. Okay. Now, in this case, this carbon is sp2 hybridized, and in this case, the carbon is sp3 hybridized. And we all know that sp2 hybridized carbon is more electronegative due to more S character. Okay, because here the S character is 25%, and in this case, the S character is 33.3%. Okay, so now as the S character is more, the electronegativity will increase. Now, if the electronegativity of this carbon is more, it will not allow the electrons of this bond to shift towards chlorine, and here we will get a very small partial positive and partial negative charge. But in this case, this carbon is not so electronegative, and then chlorine can easily take away the electron density and get a very high negative charge. Here we have high positive charge. That is why the value of Q is high. This is the first reason. Second is S orbital is very small, and here we have 33.3% S character. So this bond is little bit smaller. Okay. One more reason, due to resonance, this bond will shift over here, this will shift over here, and this bond will get a double bond character. That is why the value of L will also decrease in this case. So there are two factors. First is Q, due to high electronegativity of sp2 carbon. Okay, the value of Q will be less, the charge will less induced, and the second factor is length. Okay, so these are the first most important 15 questions related to the physical properties as well as the chemical properties. So in the next class we will discuss some most complex conversions related to this chapter. So this much is quite enough for this particular lecture, and I hope you found this lecture very helpful. Okay, and keep watching the lecture. I request you to watch this lecture 2 or 3 times so that you will get a grip on these 15 questions. Okay, so it may be come in the exam this time. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the lecture.